Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Tweedy back in our video, and today I'm going to show y'all how to get into, like, Nitara. Nitara, in my opinion, is one of the more basic characters in the game to get into, and if you're picking up the game on the 19th, or you haven't tried out Nitara yet, this video will show you how to get going with her with combos and stuff like that. So there's a few things I want you to keep in mind when doing combos with Nitara. So she's got this string, which is 1-2. It's her jab string. It's a 7-frame jab. And again, as always, I recommend you go to practice settings, go to the bottom, put frame data on for both, and then go up to remember settings. I recommend that. And then if you see at the bottom, her jab 7 frames, and then you can go into 1-2. But then she's actually got a third extension of the string where you input 1-2 again. You have to slide the input. So you do 1-2 and then you slide 1-2 again. And it actually launches. It actually launches. Now, another big thing that you need to keep in mind with Nitara when learning her is she's got a special, which is back forward 2. Back forward 2, I believe. Quick taste. And if you've seen, like, you know, Liu Kang's Dragon Kick, Johnny's Johnny's Shadow Kick, Jax's Dash Punch, and like other MK stuff like that, it's similar to that. It's a very long-range special, unsafe on block. And she has no projectiles, so they gave her that to, like, kind of like get things going in neutral. Like if they're not blocking or moving around, you could throw that out and get them. Now, what makes it so good is it actually, if you meter burn it, if you EX it by pressing, you know, whatever your meter burn button is at the same time, I think the default is R2, you actually get a combo. It actually pops them up. Now, one thing, or some other things that you need to keep in mind when doing Nitara combos is her air strings. So she's got 2 air strings. She's got 1-2-4, and she's got 2-4-2. Now, another thing I want you to keep in mind is that you can do this in the air. You can do that in the air. And she's also got a dive kick, which is down back 4. I want you to keep that in mind. So, and she's also got an air dash. And to do the air dash, you press L2 plus whatever direction. For me, it says L1 on my screen because my controls are different. Whatever the controls are for you, you can look in the menu and see. You can look in the menu. And you can dash down. Like, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can do buttons off of it. You can do specials. Stuff like that. But basically, with Nitara, what you're going to be wanting to land is her jab string that pops up. And then you can go into her air strings from there, which we said one of her air strings 1-2-4, another one's 2-4, or yeah, 2-4-2. So if you land a pop-up, you can do 2-4-2 into her air back forward 2. So 2-4-2, back forward 2 when you're in the air. Boom, 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 boom. It's pretty simple. Now, a way to add some more damage and make it a little more complicated is to do 2-4 in the air and then do an air dash. So what you do is you get that pop-up, you do 2-4 air dash, and then 2-4-2, boom. Now, like I was telling y'all, whenever you do EX back forward 2, it launches, right? It launches. So if you land it, you can do, like, you can jump, do that same thing we were doing. Now, here's the thing. This combo we're doing where we pop up with the jab, we're not using this right away, right? We're not using this, which means we can use it later and get really big combos. Get really juicy combos. Because, see, like a lot of launchers in MK, you can only launch with it once, right? It won't work, like, twice in a row, I don't think. Yeah, it won't work twice in a row. Let's just make sure, because I actually don't know. I'm kind of new to Nitara. Yeah, you can't launch twice in a row with it. But if you haven't used it, that means you can use it. So, like, for example, if we launch off of this, we could use it later. 2-4 dash, 2-4-2, into that, into dash, 2-4-2, into that. Now, that's her, like, most damaging way to end the combo. But as you see, she's plus 15 from here. You can see at the bottom right, hit advantage 15. Being plus 15 from here, it's not your turn anymore. So you just did a combo, but now it's not your turn. But a way to keep your turn and get slightly less damage, just slightly less, is so keep her other string in mind, 1-2-4 that we were talking about. This is a way to end and get more like hit advantage. You do that same combo, but instead you do 1-2-4 dive kick. And as you can see, you're right in front of them, and you're plus 43. You're plus 43. And another thing that's interesting about Nitara that I haven't really got to mess around with too much is she has this move called, where is it? Oh yeah, Blood Sacrifice. Blood Sacrifice. And whenever she uses that, she does 5% to herself, but she actually steals health from them if meter burn. So you see Nitara's health is going up, theirs going down. And she gains access to a projectile when she uses Blood Sacrifice. Which is pretty cool. You could maybe use it to, like, launch. No, it actually doesn't seem to launch. Maybe if you enhance it. I don't know. Maybe with cameos. But, yeah, so she gets, like, a little projectile. And it's kind of cool on block, too. You could do, like, wait, hold on. You could do, like... Wait, I have Astra on reversal. There would be a big gap, though, so I don't know how good it would actually be. But yeah, she gets, like, this slow, like, plus projectile. Well, it's actually not plus. I don't know. I haven't figured out much uses for that yet. I'm just showing y'all, like, the basic combos and how to get into it. So yeah, that's what you want to go with. You basically want to figure out a way to land 1-2-1 and then go into that combo 2-4 dash, 2-4-2 into the air grab. You either end there or you EX it into 1-2-4 dive kick. But if you want to cash out damage, you do just 2-4-2 into the air grab again. And also, if you want to do Fatal Blow with her, you just do 2-4 Fatal Blow. So, like, boom. Even if it's late in the combo and you get a lot of gravity, it'll still land. Scaling's pretty big on that, though. Scaling's pretty big. You only get, like, a little bit more. Now, one thing... Now, this is who I recommend to pair with Nitara is Sareena. Because Nitara has no projectiles, right? She has this move, back forward 1. Which is, like, kind of like a projectile a little bit. It goes, like, 1/4 screen. It's actually her armored move, though. If you EX it, it's her armored move. But, Sareena... So, Sareena, her forward cameo is a projectile, a quick projectile. Her back cameo is the 4 hits that can combo. And what makes it so good with Nitara is because of this move, you could combo with that basically anywhere. Let's try, like, full screen. Boom. Confirm. %32% full screen just because they got hit by a projectile. So that's what I really recommend going Sareena with Nitara. Not only because Sareena is, like, simple and you can kind of pair my last video with this one, but because it gives Nitara that presence full screen and she's able to combo people in ways that she otherwise wouldn't. So, for example, I keep telling y'all about this jab string, 1-2, 1-2, or 1-2, 1-2. And the reason is, like, her other stuff, like, for example, she's got this mid, which is forward 1-2. It doesn't combo, though. And you have no way of hit confirming forward 1. But if you have Sareena, you could do that, you know? And then you could get 1-2. And then you can go to town. So Sareena she really makes things work for Nitara. And also you can cancel Nitara's sweep. So you could do that into Sareena. Get a big juicy combo. Hold on. I'm actually doing it, like, too early. Wait. For some reason I'm not able to get that. There we go. Okay, yeah. So then I do forward 1 into Sareena again. And then I do 1-2, 1-2 into the BMB. And then I can get that blood out because I'm so plus and it's still, like, neutral from there. So that's basically how I would play Nitara. Now, as far as playing neutral with her outside the Sareena projectile, I would just look for back forward 2s. Look to dash in and maybe do, like, her pokes. Her pokes are pretty short range, though. You could also, like, air dash in. You could air dash in. You could fly up. You could do some weird shit. And also, another thing about her that I found that's pretty cool is if you do a jump kick that's high up, you could connect it in the back forward 2. But on block, it just whiffs. And she recovers pretty quick. Look at that. She recovers pretty quick. So you could do, like... The sound just went out for some reason. This game is buggy. But, yeah. You could do like that, and it'll combo on a hit, and it'll just whiff on block. And you're, like, pretty safe there. Like, they really got to make a hard read to punish you. And then one more thing is she has this overhead that's 28 frames. And the way the overhead works is she's, like, airborne. She's basically airborne. And what you can do off of that is you could air dash for a bar. So you do, like, the overhead into the air dash forward, and it spins a bar. And then you could do another jump in off of that to combo. You have a comboing overhead. It is really slow, though. 28 frames, really slow. But then you could use that jump in that you get off of that to go into 1-2. You know what I mean? So you could do like... And then boom, you're comboing off an overhead. You know what I'm saying? Or you could do like, you could do something like... Get Sareena in the mix to get more damage. There's actually a bit of scaling off that overhead, though. Yeah, with Nitara, like, her neutral isn't the best, but you could pair her with Sareena to kind of make up for that. You got projectiles. You got the launching projectile that you can use with back forward, too. You could use her sweep, which is a low, cancel into Sareena. You could use her overhead, kind of slow, but they're still going to have to look out for it. And also, on block, when you do the overhead into the air dash, they have to armor. They can't just hit you. They have to armor. They can't just hit you. So you could do that for, like, pressure. Do that for pressure. You could even, like, go into it again. You could, like, go into it again or go into the sweep. Or grab them. You could just grab them at that point. With Nitara, you're going to have to grab a lot, right? Because her overhead's reactable, stuff like that. So you're going to have to grab a lot, so you're going to have to get used to that. But once you do get an opening, y'all know the combos now. Just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 2-4 dash, 2-4-2 into the air grab. And if you EX it, 1-2-4 dive kick. Or if you just want to cash out on damage, you just do 2-4-2 into the grab again. Boom. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this little guide, little quick guide. I know it wasn't like too in-depth or anything like that. It wasn't too in-depth. But I just wanted a little guide out there so people can get going with Nitara. You can do some swaggy little combos to impress your friends, stuff like that. Hope everyone enjoyed. Later, y'all.